outside? Should I run and hide? How do I take my company worldwide? Do you love the law? Did you watch Hee-Haw? What's the weirdest thing that you ever saw? What's it like in court? Favorite sport? Can you help with my book report? Is my hair too long? Am I right or wrong? And do you mind if I sing along to anything? Ask Alan anything in the world.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this special episode of Ask Alan, the podcast. I'm Alan Crone, the CEO of the Crone Law Firm, and I am so thrilled to tell y'all today that we have an internationally known icon of Christmas, the very one and only Santa Claus. Santa, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to meet with us today.
Alan, it's good to be with you this afternoon. It's always a pleasure to talk to Santa's friends in Memphis.
Well, thank you very much. You know, when I was very little, you know all of this. I didn't like to go visit you at the mall because I was intimidated by such a famous person. But I've gotten over that, and so I really appreciate you being on the show.
Well, Santa's happy to be with you and visit for a few minutes, and we'll talk about what's going on this Christmas, and whatever questions you have, Santa will be happy to answer them.
Well, I guess the question everybody wants to know is how does Santa Claus? How are you dealing with the COVID and the supply chain issues and all the craziness we're all going through right now?
Well, Santa's had to take extra precautions like everyone else. Supply chain, Santa's magic helps there a little bit over what some other people have. He's also glad to have friends at IMC here in Collierville and Memphis that are helping get things to him and getting things to his elves across the country and across the globe. There's nothing to worry about. Santa's going to have plenty of things for boys and girls on Christmas morning. He's not going to promise they get everything they ask for, but he will promise they like everything they get. And that's the important part.
That is the important part. Have you personally had problems with supply chain issues?
Santa's had some hiccups on some of the more popular toys, the PS5s and some of the dolls. And there's always those hiccups because there's always demand that's greater than Santa anticipates. But we're expecting to have a pretty good delivery on Christmas Day. So December 24th is shaping up to be really good flight.
Now, I've heard that you're not making nearly as much of your product on site in the North Pole as you used to, that you've outsourced some of that. Is that true?
Well, outsource might not be the right word. Santa has redistributed some of his labor to different places. It's still elves making toys. But we found that if we've got, supply points, several places on each continent, it really makes the Christmas Eve flight more efficient because we can pick up and just keep reloading the sleigh when needed. And it saves us a little bit on moving things back and forth a dozen times. So we're streamlining the process. Well,
now I understand that you have teamed up with a company here in my town, which is Memphis or Collierville, that's also in the supply chain business. Is that right?
This is true. Santa and IMC have teamed up this year, and together we're delivering Christmas. We're making sure that people have what they need and want for Christmas. We're doing the best we can. There's hiccups all along the supply chain, from manufacturing to shipping to delivery to anywhere you look along the supply chain, there's a hiccup. There's labor issues, not enough people to work in warehouses. There's not enough people to drive trucks. There's not enough equipment to move stuff from ports to warehouses. Railroads have been backed up. Everywhere you look, there's a hiccup. And everyone's working as hard as we can to make it work together to deliver as much as we can. And like Santa said, he's not going to promise everybody gets what they ask for, but they're going to like everything they receive.
Well, I know they appreciate the help, and I imagine that gives ICM a big competitive advantage over other companies to have your special knowledge.
It's helped to have Santa's knowledge. They've been able to do some things that they haven't done in past. They've worked with peel piles in the ports, getting things off, the first thing out to get it to where it needs to go instead of looking for specific containers. That's something that Santa learned a long time ago. We're working to try to make things better for everybody.
Well, that's mighty fine. Well, now let me ask you a hard-hitting journalist question here before I let you go.
Okay.
Would you care to comment on Buddy the Elf's book and movie that, as I understand, that was all published without your participation and authorization? Are you cool with Buddy the Elf these days?
Santa and Buddy are good friends. He didn't go about it completely the way we asked him to, but we're good now.
All right. Basically, what we see in the movie is what happened, basically?
There's a lot of truth in the movie.
Okay. Well, Santa, I sure appreciate your time, particularly this time of year. I'm going to let you get back to loading the sleigh and doing whatever else you do the week of Christmas. I can't imagine how busy that must be for you.
It's a very, very busy week. The elves are hustling and bustling. We're in the final checks of quality control on toys. The sleigh is being checked, double checked, and triple checked for flight readiness Friday night. We've got 24 hours to get across the globe. We'll make a smaller trip on January 6th for the nations that celebrate then.
Yeah.
We did some deliveries on December 5th for St. Nicholas Day, December 6th. So we've already been out a couple of times. So we're feeling good about Friday night. The elves are checking weather and flight paths and clearing Santa's route with flight control across the country, across the globe, because we don't want any unexpected planes in Santa's flight path. Birds are always an issue, but so far that hasn't caused any severe slowdowns. So they hear the bells and they make way for the reindeer. So
lots of moving parts. Lots of moving parts. All right. Well, again, thank you so much.
Just like everything in the supply chain, there's a lot of moving parts.
That's right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Hope everybody, including Santa, has a Merry Christmas. Santa, hope you travel safely over the next few days and weeks. And Santa is going to go bring Christmas cheer to the whole world, and I'm going to go get a little justice. Thank you all very much.